What's up guys, this video is basically going to be about making things happen in solo queue and how important it is to actually do things rather than relying on your team to do things. So I'm going to show you two clips and give you an example of why things worked and how it won us the game. So for this first clip, we've just killed Jen on the tower and we want to make something happen after this because you always need to continually push towers in solo queue as it's basically the best way to gain an advantage. So you notice her team's pretty out of position, but it's not really an ideal fight because no matter what, it's going to be under a tower even if it is 4v5. But in solo queue, a lot of the time that doesn't actually matter. To start things off, I had a really nice kill on Tristana, and then Leona goes down to Jarvan really hard under the tower. Then it becomes a sort of, let's chain CC this Jarvan and just kill him straight up, while Fiddlesticks get into a nice position to ultimate. He comes over the wall, does insane damage to everybody, and it's just kind of a one team fight after that. They're forced to fight no matter what, and there's no way they can back off from their tower. This is the kind of thing that really gets into solo queue players' heads, because they don't expect to get initiated on as a Jarvan. Also, one nice thing to note here is my support player, who I duo with a lot, dies to a tower for no reason. But basically, because of initiating under a tower, we won the fight, we got a tower, and then it put us into a really nice position to take all of their buffs and set up a range of fight for Baron or to get an inhibitor. Okay, so this fight's about 3 minutes later in the same game. We just could have read it because it was way out of position, and it's the same sort of problem that a lot of people face in solo queue, where they're trying to push and inhibit a tower, but they don't really have a real advantage because they don't have Baron, so they can't really push into the tower without sort of risking a fight, and you also have to make something happen here. Now I'm going to keep it paused here for a second and just talk about the two options you have. One is trying to just brute force a tower down and hoping you win a fight, but this isn't a really good option because it's really risky. The other option is you back off and go to Baron, but they still have Jarvan alive, so risking a smite war is obviously also as risky as that. Now the third option, which a lot of players don't seem to realise, is that you can just poke over the wall, because we have quite a strong poke team. We have a really good catch team with things like Ryze and Varus, and if you catch someone with this team, they pretty much die. That is the option I try and take as often as possible. So basically, to break down what happened in this fight, is Vladimir got way too close to a wall, Ryze warded over, did a lot of damage to Janna, I came over to help Ryze out, Vladimir got way too close to the wall again, I ultimated him, he has to pull, I hit him with a Q after his pull, he has to back off, Leona goes in deep, Fiddle goes in deep, then we're just kind of on a tower again, and we just straight up kill them, and there's nothing they can do about it. This is all because they got too close to a wall, and basically it's obviously their fault they lost the team fight, but at the same time, a lot of players will be too scared to actually like ultimate of Vladimir, because ultimating of Vladimir as Varus is very questionable, because obviously he's always going to pull after the end of ultimate, and chances are in that situation you're never going to kill him. But at the same time, oftentimes it's just worth making someone recall, because if you make them go back to their base, you can hit the tower for free. And that's pretty much what happened in that fight. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and it's the first video I've actually made with this new microphone, so hopefully it sounds nice, I'm not really sure. I'm still setting it up, so if you have any ideas as how I can make this sound nicer, it's a Samsung Meteor USB microphone. Please inbox me or leave a comment, and I'll take them on board. Thanks again for watching this video, and look out for many more in the future, as I have quite a bit of spare time at the moment.